say. I feel like an idiot.
So we did figure those out eventually, but one was Love to Rhyme and the other was I Write Poem.
Yeah.
And so we had to find the Edgar Allan Poe statue, and the answer is what he was writing with. And that was a little bit of a discussion, even though it was clearly a pen.
A pen?
I think so. But, old-timey writers, it's like, well, could it be a quill? I don't know. I don't think Poe was too late to be writing with quills.
I don't think he had a quill. Maybe he had a quill, but I think he was 1809 to 1849. So whatever the writing medium was, they had a printing press. So
yeah, probably a fountain pen.
Yeah, a fountain pen. Not like a fucking feather quill, because that's like Shakespeare. That's Shakespearean. Yeah, well, that's good. That I maybe in the moment I would have been like, oh, I don't know, but I could have told you his dates because I know the dates. So then someone could have been
that
like,
Edgar Allan Poe viewed Richmond as his home.
He did.
He is considered a Virginia writer, even though I think
Baltimore.
Yeah, he moved to Baltimore, but I think he considered Virginia his home.
I think he was born in Virginia. I could be wrong, but...
And he spent many years in Richmond. And, maybe if he hadn't left Virginia, he would still be alive. Well, not alive today, but he would have lived longer.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but he bounced around a lot. He spent time in New York and even in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And then he died in Baltimore, tragically.
So welcome back to the Real Horror Show podcast. I'm just catching the Stormy skies up on all the stuff she missed from my Bachelor X party weekend, because we just did a conjoined thing since David and I have the same friends.
He was born, Edgar Allan Poe was born in Boston, Massachusetts. Oh, I feel like an idiot.
He was just an East Coast kind of guy.
Absolutely. He was in the what is that upper region called?
New England.
Yep, he was in New England. Yep.
And speaking of the East Coast, we're kind of getting fucked by Hurricane Ian.
Fucked.
Not where I am yet. We're supposed to get like pretty strong winds. Like, since my town is on the mountain, we'll probably see 50 per mile hour winds.
Yeah, some type of like gusty gust.
If someone had come to the Bachelor X party, she would know what that would feel like, because in the Science Museum, we got to experience. They had a hurricane simulator.
The hurricane simulator.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And you can stand in there?
Yeah.
Awesome.
We also spent the most time in that museum because we're adults, and a lot of the interactive stuff is designed for kids. We spent the most time in the weather. Like, they had a blank sphere that they could project the globe onto.
Cool.
And so that shows the weather in real time all over the globe.
Whoa.
And so we spent like an hour in that room just discussing weather patterns.
Oh my God. I would have been so excited. That's my favorite thing to talk about. Well, that's exciting that you guys all like to talk about that as well, though. That's cool.
Yeah. And apparently my friends didn't know about the Waffle House Index. I'm not sure if you've heard of this, but in the South, you can predict how bad a hurricane is actually going to be based on whether or not the Waffle House is closed near you.
Oh, really?
Like, if a Waffle House fully shuts down, then you need to get the fuck out. But in most weather scenarios, they will either offer a limited menu or, in some instances, ship down food trucks. FEMA works with them.
Wow.
So it's legit, but that was a fun time.
That is fun. Yeah, and I saw some of your Instagram reels, or maybe it was stories, of one of the bridesmaids playing like air hockey against like a robot.
Oh, yeah.
She, like,
that was at the museum.
The robot was like a little pussy and like sucked.
Yeah.
And it like broke and didn't move again. And I was like, wow.
I know, that was so underwhelming for her, because the guy before her had a really great game with the robot, and he actually won against the robot, which was really fucking cool.
That's cool.
But she plays, and naturally the puck gets stuck in that stupid little back and forth that they do.
Yep.
So it was a good time.
Sounds amazing.
Wish our whole wedding party could be there, but some things just don't work out.
I know.
We also may not have had enough beds for everyone, so we didn't have to go through that. I know you so well because we've been doing this for 5 years, and I know
that's a long time.
I know sometimes you're sarcastic, and maybe a little curt sometimes, and I'm fine with that because I'm also sarcastic and curt. But that could make
Yes.
some people cry.
That could make some people cry if they extra sensitive.
But we're not just here to discuss my wedding. We're
Yeah.
here to pick out the next movie we're gonna watch, and I'll summarize some of the originals for Stormy because she still hasn't caught up.
Yes.
Um,
Thank you.
so this coming week we will be watching Sweetheart, which is a 2019 PG-13 horror movie. It is an hour and 22 minutes long, so a nice length.
Mhm.
A woman is shipwrecked on a remote island and discovers she's not alone and begins a fight for survival against a deadly presence that emerges each night. This is classified as a sci-fi movie, so that will be fun.
Oh, that sounds cool.
And shipwreck movies are scary in general.
Yes, they are. And then sci-fi, ooh, that makes me think like aliens or creatures
Ooh.
or space. I don't know. We'll see what it entails. That sounds cool.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good time.
Definitely.
So what else? Oh, I guess I could discuss Don't Worry, Darling, because I did see that.
Yes, I was gonna say, please talk a little bit about stuff you've seen lately, including Don't Worry, Darling.
Yeah, that's the big one I've seen. I'm seeing.
Oh, you have to tell me about the other one, Barbarian.
I have not seen Barbarian yet. I
What
do
the
need to
fuck?
see that.
I thought
I
you
know.
saw it.
I know I need to see it because it's got your boy in it. And
Mhm.
did you ever watch Whitest Kids You Know growing up?
No.
Oh, it's directed by one of the whitest kids you know.
Oh,
So that's
really?
really exciting. I also need to see Smile. I was going to do that last night, but instead went to have soup with some friends. I hate
Wow.
having friends.
I know, shit. They don't understand that you have to see all these movies.
There's so many movies.
There's so many horror movies coming out. Like, it's not your fault. We didn't know it was going to be like this
And
year, but it's coming back.
and people have the audacity to whisper during the Regal Unlimited commercial, you have to see like 3 movies a month to justify that cost. And first of all, it's 2 movies depending where you live. Where I live, a matinee is like $11 and it's $21 per month. So 2 movies more than justifies that cost.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
and plus you get 10% off concession. So that's a huge perk of it.
Oh,
Um,
that's awesome.
but I also need to see that new one, Smile, that I know nothing about.
Yeah, it just looks like
And
they are demented, smiley people.
oh, we also saw Pearl not too long ago.
That's awesome, but and it's so cool. You could talk a little bit about it, but like shit, I haven't seen X yet, and I need to do that.
You've got to catch up.
Oh
I
my
don't
God, I haven't even
I
seen this
I
new
don't know if you've heard,
Scream.
but the pandemic is over, so just
I
go lick a
know.
flagpole.
And then everyone's like, oh, and then the new Halloween's coming out. And I'm like, Jesus, I can't. Oh, I'm
I'm
just
feeling overwhelmed
overwhelmed.
about keeping up, and I have to go see movies on weeknights now. Anyway, so I saw Don't Worry, Darling Thursday before I left for the Bachelor X party.
Excellent.
And for the most part, it's pretty good, but if you spend like 5 minutes thinking about it,
No.
a bunch of plot holes start poking out. And I hope this movie makes people appreciate the early 2000s remake of Stepford Wives more.
Ah.
Because I feel like that version of Stepford Wives gets a lot of hate because they try to do something different. And I actually appreciate what they did, especially in 2022 when the trad wife movement is starting to emerge. You have a
What?
lot of you have a lot of pseudo Christian influencers trying to promote traditional housewife
Oh.
lifestyles, like go back to not working and cooking and cleaning and being a stay-at-home parent. And it's like, well, fuck, Bethany, I would love to, but it's fucking expensive to live like this.
Yes.
So the twist, spoilers for a 20-year-old movie, is the Stepford Wives 2001. Instead of it just being the men trying to program their wives to be these perfect little 50s housewives, it was created by a woman so that we could go back to a simpler way of life. And I do think that's a really smart twist.
Aren't the men like robots?
Her husband was a robot.
Oh, that's right. Because I remember someone said Step, because I like that movie too. But she's like, it's a Stepford husband.
Yeah. So I think that was a good twist, because I think the thing that's going to always hurt women more than anything is other women, especially conservative women with quote unquote traditional values.
Yes. Oh God, please stop with these fucking traditional fundamentalist values, please, guys.
I would love to be a stay-at-home wife, but so I could work on my actual passion projects.
That's what I'm saying.
Not
Shit.
just like, I mean, I would love to not be stressed about not having time to clean the house, but more or less, that's like 2 hours a day, and then the rest of the day I can just do the fuck I want.
Right.
But
exactly.
So,
but shit, alas.
If you like Stepford Wives, you're going to see the twist of "Don't Worry, Darling" from the trailers, obviously.
I'll have to rewatch the I haven't seen a trailer. I just keep seeing the little one on Instagram where she gets squished by the glass wall.
Yeah.
That's it.
So Florence Pugh was phenomenal. No question about that. She's one of the best actresses of our decade. And Harry Styles was there.
He was there.
He did a good job. But there's a really funny thing that they wrote into the movie, and I'm going to try and explain it without spoiling it for you. When he signs up for the Stepford program, essentially, he's also a part of it in a way. So he gets to choose his nationality, and he chooses British. And that is 100% because they wanted to avoid any dialect issues that may arise in his performance.
Because he's a British man, right?
He is British.
Okay.
And American accents are really hard to do.
Yeah.
So
I
just know that was written in, so like any inconsistencies. So he didn't have to do an American accent for the whole movie.
Yes.
For his character, he's an incel, a celibate by choice, gross person.
What? Really?
Yeah, that's what his character is when the twist is revealed.
Oh.
So we shouldn't cast Shia LaBeouf in things. He's been accused of sexual assault by his former partner. However, he would have killed this role and been so much scarier than Harry Styles.
Oh, well, now that I hear what the character is, then like that's a missed opportunity.
Like I could see Shia LaBeouf being able to pull off the charming man he's presented as in the beginning, but then once the twist is revealed, he could also play that character very well and much more convincingly than Harry Styles in a shitty wig.
Yeah, have you seen Nymphomaniac?
I have not, but the last thing I saw him in before he got justifiably canceled was Pieces of a Woman, which is that really sad movie about the couple losing a baby during childbirth.
I saw that too.
Yeah. And he is such a good
Excellent.
actor. I just hate that all the good actors are also just shitty humans.
Well, dude, in Nymphomaniac, which was a while ago, he's like this character that's like really like a bad dude, almost like an incel-y kind of guy. Oh God, he would have been perfect for that because he's scary in that movie. Like, wow. And
the way I explained the ending to David when I got home the night I saw it was, you taught writing and composition, so you'll understand what I'm saying. When you write a paper, you have your thesis statement. And everything in that paper is supporting that thesis statement. And when you get to the conclusion, you're just reiterating that thesis statement and concluding your points. You're in a concise manner. You don't use the conclusion to introduce new ideas.
That's absolutely correct. If you introduce new ideas, then it's not your conclusion. It's just another body paragraph.
Exactly. And that is what the conclusion of Don't Worry, Darling did.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's the wrong way to do it.
I know. Like, I don't want to spoil it for you if you want to watch it. But
I do, Sam. I don't know how many years it will take.
But
unless it's streaming soon. Oh my God. I gotta watch so many things.
Just quit your job. Tell Luke to make more money.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. I should do that.
But yeah, so it introduced like what I thought was going to be like the ultimate twist, but they don't follow up on it. It ends. And I was like, oh my God, this is what your English teachers are telling you, people. You don't introduce new ideas in the conclusion.
No, you can't do that. That's the wrong way, and you would get a lot of points off.
Yeah.
Damn.
So like people are going to go see it because of Harry Styles. Obviously, I was very uncomfortable because the two girls sitting next to me were somewhere between the ages of 13 and 17.
Oh, God.
I'm going to say younger because they were either young or just really short. Either way, they were quite small.
Quite small. I was going to say, if they're the smaller, they younger.
And there is like a 5-minute oral sex scene.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where Harry Styles is performing oral sex on Florence Pugh on the dining room table, and she has an orgasm. And I'm sitting here with these next to this 13 to 17-year-old pairing of friends. I'm like, I am so uncomfortable right now. These children should not be watching this.
I know, it's straight up softcore porn.
Yeah. But
how much nudity is there? Is there a lot of nudity in sex?
There's no nudity.
Oh, why?
And the only sex is just really uncomfortable because it's that 5-minute oral sex scene, which oral sex is good. I don't have a problem with it. It's just it was so long. It was too long. And it's not like an erotic movie, it's a thriller. And then there's another one where Harry Styles is fingering her in Chris Pine's bedroom, and Chris Pine walks in and watches for a couple seconds.
Oh.
So
wait, what is the relationship between these men and Florence Pugh?
Harry Styles is her husband.
It's Florence's husband.
Yeah, and Chris Pine is her husband's boss. And at one point in the movie, Harry Styles decides they're going to start trying for a baby, and he tells the boss this, and the boss brings it up at a dinner party. And it's like, when you tell people you're trying, you're telling them you're raw dogging and cream pieing her, right?
Yes.
Just keep it to yourselves.
Right.
I'll celebrate the pregnancy, but not the raw dogging.
Mm-hmm. And Olivia Wilde's in it too.
Yes, she was the director and also inserted herself into the movie, and her character was just okay. I think her character would have been strengthened by I can't remember her last name, but Kiki's character. She's the only Black woman in this movie, and she's come out to say that the vast majority of her scenes were cut.
Oh, shit.
And had those scenes not been cut, I think it would have made Olivia Wilde's character better with her twist.
Okay.
So when you cut out one character that's super important to the movie, it damages everything else.
Yes, definitely.
Because the character that was cut was clearly so important to the movie. She's the inciting incident, really.
I see. Okay, gotcha.
So it was, if you like Harry Styles, it's fine. It's a beautifully shot movie, a little predictable. You won't be disappointed seeing it. I think the score is a little unfair, but then again, I think about the ending. So maybe it's not that unfair.
Do they say "Don't worry, darling" in it?
I don't think they do.
What the fuck?
I know.
All right. You know what? I don't really know now.
All right. Yeah. But I think that is all I have to say about that.
Okay. Well, good. Thank you for talking about it a little bit. I was really curious as to your thoughts.
I would say go see it. I mean, it was a fun enough time. Just don't think about it too hard. And by that, I mean at all.
At all. Just look at it with like a glazed over expression and be like, okay.
Just look at it and think, I like Harry Styles. Oh, this is kind of like Black Mirror, which is what one of the like college girls who came to see it said.
Oh.
She walked over to her friends and was like, oh my God, that was like such Black Mirror shit. And I was like, oh,
so you watch Black Mirror, do ya? I don't really like Harry Styles. I don't really have an opinion about him.
I have zero opinion about Harry Styles.
Is he like a singer?
He was in One Direction.
That's it. I was like, what's that band name? One Direction. Yeah.
That's what makes you beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know what? When I worked at Hot Topic, we would sell little t-shirts with the One Direction logo on it and stuff, and little girls would come and buy them. And we would be like, ha ha ha, fucking losers. But anyway, that's my opinion about that. So,
yeah. But
no offense to anybody that likes One Direction and Harry Styles. I don't know.
Full offense.
Full offense. I don't care. One Direction, are they still around?
No, they broke up. They're all solo artists now.
You know what? I guess it was for the best. They knew it. We knew it. Cool. But I'm excited to watch Sweetheart. I'm sorry that I thought that we already watched it. Clearly, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I mean, that's going to happen eventually, is we're gonna accidentally rewatch a movie.
Yeah, and then we'll be watching it, and it'll be like 30 minutes in, and I'll be like, you know what, have I seen this before? Like, it seems familiar. So, but that'll be like the fun of it, though. We've seen a lot of movies.
Yeah. All right, but
awesome.
That's all I have for this week. I gotta go take a shower.
Yep. You do that, and we will talk next week about freaking Sweetheart, baby.
All right. Bye.
Bye.